There's nothing like lacing up an old pair of shoes, you know? They're comfortable, they're reliable, they just work. Today's watches, the Galaxy Watch Ultra and the Garmin Enduro 3. And today's rings, we have the circle ring versus the Amazfit Helio. Oh, look at that pretty device. Oh wait, look at that pretty device. Okay, I just barely started my workout and Garmin is telling me I can run for 7 more hours. What the heck, Garmin? Are you serious? Yep, I was able to quickly add my AirPods to the Garmin Enduro during a workout. There we go. Searching for AirPods connected. Garmin Coach, any good? Garmin coaching? Can you trust it? Oh, well, of course, now it's not there. It just told me to walk. There you go. So I need to walk for the next 4 minutes at a vigorous pace. But, you know, I got my ultras on, so I'm just going to run. When you're running, I highly recommend that you don't take as many photos or videos that I just did. It's really distracting from the sport and the simplicity of running. As I sit here in my editing chair, I'm looking down and watching the replay of this, and 2 watches and 2 rings on that hand and another 3 rings on the other hand. It really is overkill. Please don't become addicted to gadgets like I am. It's far, far too distracting. Guten Tag, I'm back. Or I guess just to say buona mattina, good morning. So I ran with the Garmin Enduro 3 and the Samsung Galaxy Ultra. Okay, Garmin, if you're gonna go that strong and call someone an Ultra, you should probably make sure the battery life is Ultra. And I expected 5 days, not 2.5, maybe 2. And also moving forward, if you have a smartwatch and it's going to have always on display, your battery life estimate should be with AOD, because if you go back and you look at, you know, I don't have one. Oh yeah, here we go. Look, the screen's always on. This is a Stranger Things watch by Casio. The battery life with AOD is, oh, I don't know, 2 years. Come on, Samsung, get it together. I unboxed this watch, not 5, not 10, 13 days ago, and I'm still going. When I started my run, Garmin gave me an estimate of 7 hours, and I haven't charged it. Well, I charged it via sunlight, but still, the fact that it made it that long is amazing. And a huge shout out to everyone that watched the live video that I did this morning on my channel, The Man with 2 Watches. Anyway, I haven't done a live video in quite some time. It was fun. It was a fun experience. I did it in portrait by mistake. I was just going to do 2 or 3 minutes, and then I realized there was more to say about the circle ring. Anyway, let's talk about Samsung versus Garmin. And right about now you're wondering, well, who's the sponsor of this video, Pete? Is it Samsung? Is it Garmin? Is it Casio? No, it's Nuun. And this has been brought to you by the flavor Pink Lemonade, sponsored by viewers like you. Nuun is watching this the same time I am, and I'm about to digest the rest of this lovely, tasty powder. It's low in sugar, high in flavor, and it gives me the potassium citrate and electrolytes that I need to recover from a run. They don't intend that you drink this all day. I prefer that you drink it before, during, and after workouts. 90% sugar less than Gatorade and other crap. And it doesn't have saccharin or sucralose or anything like that. It has sea salt It has stevia leaf extract, that's okay for me. It has radish juice concentrate for color, cherry juice concentrate for color, apple juice concentrate for color, and distributed from Seattle. Woohoo! A US company. How's that for Nuun life? Anyway, I was an ambassador for this company about 2 decades ago, and I decided to make a go of it, and I'm saying that they're my sponsor because one day they will be again. And they won't care which watch I prefer. It's the perfect sponsor. Thank you, Nuun, in advance. All right, we got that out of the way. So first, we're going to stop at this one. So to stop this, you just push the orange button that pauses it, or you do a long press. Finish workout, yes. Running, 2.86 miles, love it. And then heart rate, average heart rate, max heart rate zones. I don't know why my OnePlus is having problems focusing. VO2 max, good. Advanced running metrics, asymmetry, sweat loss, more data than you can shake a stick at. And then here we have the Garmin Enduro 3. So I have my elevation, I have lap time, I have sunset, time of day, I have maps, distance, etc., etc. If I long press on the start button, I have full navigation of the watch. And so does Samsung. You just press the top button, you can exit the workout, and then boom, you just click right there and go back to the workout. Garmin, once you're on the watch face, you can just wait and it'll time out and go back. And the big difference is this is a solar watch. I don't have a lot of sunlight today, but I will later today. I've averaged 167K, which is about a little more than 90 minutes per day over the last 13 days. I have 9%, 6 hours left, and on the Samsung, I'm at 37%, 1 day, 5 hours left. If this one was at 37%, I'd probably have a full week left instead of just 6 hours. I don't know why it says 6 hours. It should be more, unless it thinks I'm in oh yeah, I'm still in my workout. So now I have to scroll on down. Yep, that's good. Stop. And then if you just pause on this screen for 2 minutes, you'll get your recovery info, say recovery heart rate, and now I need to sit down. See you in 2. And then after 2 minutes of wearing your watch, after your workout, you relax, do some breathing. As soon as that 2-minute mark is done, it gives you a recovery. It's a value of 21. So does that mean 21 hours? 97. So it fell almost 20 beats, which is good. And now we just click save. And then it has a workout kind of evaluation. I would say that was a hard run, but I did feel strong. So that's good. And then I got fingerprints on my watch. And also on Samsung, you can take this off after a good 5 minutes because it's already calculated your workout information. So we have max heart rate adjusted. A new max heart rate was estimated based upon your performance history. Go to settings, use your profile to change it. 183. Woo! Fastest mile, 11:28. I've had better. But hey, I'm just glad I'm moving because moving forward is all that matters. Pace, 18:49, max heart rate 172, average heart rate. Got the zones, you got the run and power, you got the run and power zones. I have elevation, training base. Oh, and recovery. What was that little number? 24. Yihue. Oh, that's a lot. But my VO2 max is up to 43. Very happy about that. My current battery percent, it's estimating that I could run for 6 hours and the GPS would still track me. 9%, 3 days. Activity is ready. Thank you, Garmin. Learn why the 5K is a great race to train for, whether you're a beginner or an expert runner. All right. Thanks, Garmin. Up, now I'm down to 8%. Still pretty good. More solar intensity to come. I love the memory in Pixel. 1, it's always on. 2, battery life is better. And 3, it's better for outdoors. I work out more outdoors than indoors, but this one's still really good indoors and outdoors. So the workout's gone, but we can slide on down to here, go to workouts this week. Here's running, 2.86 miles, heart rate, zones, I think I already did all this. VO2 max, 38. Curiouser and curiouser, asymmetry, contact time, sweat loss, a map. Sorry, I had to blur that out. And that's it. Fun stuff, right? So total stats for the day, 7,000 change. All right. I can be lazy the rest of the day. 6,558. Curiouser and curiouser. I wonder why that is. Let's check the sleep score since we missed that 72. I slept really, really well up until about 4 a.m. So we have sleep insight. Your sleep was a bit short, but good that it was continuous. You effectively balanced your stress yesterday by getting rest after periods of stress. Those habits will help you improve your sleep quality. Aw, thanks, Garmin. And now time to practice what I preach. I mix some pink strawberry lemonade in there, or I guess it's just pink lemonade, not strawberry lemonade. And it's pretty good. I actually like this better than the tablets because sometimes the tablets can be a little strong or too weak, and this way I get just the right amount. So I'm just gonna add a smidgen more. And I've also drank this as tea, and it's pretty good. And then you can just go old school. You can just put your finger in there, stir it. Oh yeah. Wipe that on your running shirt. Let's check the temperature. 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect. All right, so we got that. The one thing that is really cool about Garmin is the data is there if you want it, or if you want less data, you just don't look at it. You can customize it. Deep sleep, light sleep, REM, awake. This one also has that. And it has widgets, and it's AMOLED. So my readiness score was 76. That's pretty good. And my sleep score was 5 hours and 59 minutes. Sleep score 81 versus this one was 72. Samsung's a little too generous. The other cool thing is, if you do want the backlight to be stronger, for example, for a video, you can really crank that up. And look how bright that screen is. And now my battery life is still at 3 days. That's pretty cool. This one has an in-house temperature gauge. So if I just leave this here and don't touch it for a while, it'll tell me how cold my room is. Or I can just jump and cheat. My room's about 64 degrees this time of year. This one you have to download a third-party app to use the hardware. Samsung, lame. Max battery life, about 3.5 days. Max battery life with sunlight, I'm guessing a month, maybe 2 months. Yeah. The Garmin Instinct Solar 2, the one in lava that I've had for over a year now, I think, almost a year, maybe 2 years, I forget, over a year. I made that Garmin, which is similar to this one, but lighter and less expensive. Yeah, that made it a whole 88 days off one charge. So I can also pan, which is kind of cool. That's the temperature settings. See how I'm moving. Oh, that's weird. I can't go fast. So here is when I was outside running. You can see that the temperature dropped to 61. Ooh, 62. Yeah, that's pretty cold. Anyway, pretty neat. There is a flaw though in Garmin, and they've had this for a long time, so that's why I'm going to point it out. See right there, my lowest heart rate, 62. Okay, I can pan the chart. See, but I can't hold it down and pan. That's so lame. So you have to just click, 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 or you can just touch it. So there we go, 56 was my lowest heart rate. And that was at precisely 2:21 a.m., 56:55. This one, you can kind of do that. You have to go back into health, and then you find heart, and then as max, 54 to 166. They're spot on. Both the sensors on these are really good. $700, $900. $200 more, you can't talk to it. There's no speaker except for beeps, but it still has notifications. It does more for workouts, and the battery life is measured in weeks, not hours. Yeah, that's really it. And then this one does not have a back button. It does have a siren, but... So the app is cool. I mean, yeah, it's nice. So you go down here, and you have to go to your workout, and then open up your workout, scroll on down, go to heart rate zones, maximum heart rate, zones, intensity. There we go. Heart rate recovery. Okay, what is that telling us? We were at 116, up 20. Okay, it was 120 seconds to go from 117 to 84. All right. So the faster your recovery, the better the workout was and the better in shape you are. I prefer just give me hours of recovery. I mean, it's still helpful. And it has the AT&T HR, which some people find to be useful. The app is really cool and it's very detailed. It has the maps. It has, sorry, I can't show you the map. The laps are great, really cool stuff. And the laps in Garmin, also really, really cool. But overall, I think for the long-term investment in a watch, I think you'll like a Garmin Enduro 3 better than Samsung. The other huge advantage is Samsung, you have to have either a Samsung phone or an Android phone. Currently, I have the Galaxy Watch Ultra paired to my OnePlus 12 Hasselblad that I've been filming everything else on. I had to switch to the the iPhone 15 Pro, so a slight change in audio. It's a nice watch. It looks lovely. They both have airplane mode, which I should have invoked before I started filming, but still, I mean, it's nice. It's nice. This one does charge pretty quickly. If I put it on the charger right now, I'd be good for the rest of today in about a half an hour, or I can just charge it on my way to work. This one I can also charge on my way to work with the sun. Oh, JP, I figured out what this little dial here, it's the intensity of the sunlight at that given time. So this happens to be one of the brightest flashlights I own. It's a Streamlight. There's the patent number. You can buy it on Amazon. It has the low beam, medium, and high. If we shine this right on the solar panel, see how it changed to 183, 211? So that's the intensity. And now if I scroll down with one hand and go to the solar intensity, it's at 100. So this light is so bright and so strong, it's charging the watch almost with the same intensity as sunlight. Right there, that's 100%. That's pretty cool. So at this strength, or outdoors in the sun, this watch charges about 2 to 3% per hour. And at just 2%, it can last you a whole nother day. The watch was at 9% before my run. I used almost an hour of GPS, and it dropped just 1%. So now if I go back to the main screen, see that JP, how the intensity changes? So if I hold it really still, and I get the entire top, there we go, 155, 208, 236, so it's charging very efficiently. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Many thanks to Ash. They sent me the light over a year ago, and it's been good. I need to do a review for it, but shout out to Streamlight. Thanks for the free flashlight. No voice, but you can control your music. You can put music on here. This is better for if you're a huge music head. Yeah, the music controls are awesome. The music controls are still pretty good on this one. You just scroll, or you can touch. You just scroll all the way down to music, and then you can control your music on your phone. Garmin has a huge edge because it works with both Apple, the iPhone 15 Pro, the iPhone 14. It'll work all the way back if you have the iPhone X. So Garmin is both Apple and Android. This only works on Android phones. This Casio, ooh, Stranger Things edition, works on any device because there's no Bluetooth, but love the show. Can't wait for the next season. And a shout out to Amazfit, the T-Rex 3. I'm selling this on eBay later today. Make sure to bid. Support the channel. I appreciate it. Quick, huge overview. No back button. Battery life stinks. It should be at least 4 days, but I really prefer 5 Samsung. And they took away the best feature they had, the rotating bezel. Okay, be quiet. Quiet on set. Tactile. It's so much better than going like this, but you can't do that when your finger's all sweaty, but you can still navigate. Also, Samsung, you really need to make sure that when you have 3 buttons and a digital dial, a digital crown, you should be able to navigate everything in the watch within your Wear OS UI, because you sold your soul to Google, without the buttons. Coros figured it out. Amazfit figured it out. Why can't Samsung? They literally have $1 million in their slush fund for the next Galaxy Watch Ultra 2. Bring back the bezel, which I already know you're going to, and make sure you have full button navigation. I'm just going to make my predictions now. For the next Galaxy Watch, I think they're going to call it the Galaxy Watch Ultra 2. They're going to bring back the bezel, and they're going to charge you $50 more. They'll keep the screen sapphire. They'll make different colors again, and they'll finally have recovery hours. So they'll be able to tell you after your workout, hey, that was a really hard workout. Your sleep score was only 60, so we recommend that you don't run again for the next 22 hours. I think that's going to be the 2025 version of the next Samsung Galaxy Watch. Meanwhile, Garmin will continue to get better. The Enduro, this is the third one I reviewed. I reviewed the Enduro, I reviewed the Enduro 2, and now I'm reviewing the Enduro 3. It's one of my favorite lines. I don't want to say wish, I would like two versions, maybe a smaller version, but this one is lighter than this one. I don't like charging my watch every 2 days or 3 days. It's better, this outlasts the Garmin Ultra 3 or whatever, sorry. This one will outlast the Apple Watch Ultra 3 and the Apple Watch 10 by almost a full half a day, which is, that's kind of good. I like watches that last me a week or watches that last me almost a month. Yeah, T-Rex has pushed the envelope. So is Coros. I'll have more on that. I'll be comparing the Garmin Coros Vertex 2S to the Garmin Enduro 3 very soon. Currently, it's out in the Northwest being tested by a high school athlete. Hooray for high school cross country. Go fight win. That's it. Recovery time, sleep scores, everything. If you don't mind not having a lap button and you don't mind charging your watch every 2 days, and you don't care about the physical bezel, those three things are what really bother me about the Ultra, because Samsung has the ability to do better, but they just didn't. They failed me. Just getting a little emotional because I really wanted my bezel. I wanted the bezel. And my daughter wanted me to do this. All in all, the Garmin Enduro 3, it is so slick. This watch, this smartwatch is so slick. It's so slay. Slay. This watch is so slay. There we go. I will have more about these two watches. Maybe. I'm going to wear them again today. And remember, run farther to move further in life. Goodbye. Oh, the screen turned off.